EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Ford Field. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Kings! Lead! 20, done!
A run here with Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Lions first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Now Mayfield. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 2nd down, Baker. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be taken down. So we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage make you work for everything you get.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's complete. It's Yosibov. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Packers.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Tried to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And third down coming up.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative in freeing him up.
He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it's going to lead to a fourth down. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
180.
Baker going to tap this one forward. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
20. Alert, 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 alert. Got.
On play action, Mayfield. Moving to his right. He runs with it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
180. Run, run, run.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Now a 3rd and 2.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 180. Up, up. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
That's good.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and
5. Regular. Undercross. 180. What's that?
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
Ryan Wright in
So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Brian Branch in on the tackle. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's caught. It's Will Shipley. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Here's Jordan Stout now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
That's quickly out to Williams. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
6 brings up third and 3.
Set. 180. Alert, 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 alert. Set.
Mayfield. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Set. 220. Set.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's second and 9.
Set. What's up?
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Set. Up. 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Throwing is Baker. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
What's up?
Handoff, Gibbs running left. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
6. 180. What's up?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. The Lions all their first time out. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Real. What's up?
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Packers will take over at their own 15.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and 3. Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds. Up past the 35. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Packers.
38-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Love to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the third quarter begins. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Ready.
Third and long. Throwing is Love. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. On comes the Packers punting team. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Second down throw for Mayfield. Down in, left side, it's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Detroit. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
20.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
A gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Quick throw on the RPO, caught by Coleman out wide. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. They hand it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 22 now, here's second and 9.
Pistol. 180. Cut.
Baker to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Lions will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Love to throw it on first down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He's going to run it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. Tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st down, it's Love. On the run to the right. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Lions have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 15-yard line.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The 4th quarter begins, and it's a run with Montgomery. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
9 brings up 3rd and 3.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
180.
scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down.
Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game, and they have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield. And
that is intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
180! Real. What's that?
Mayfield to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here And brings up fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. 1st and 10 now from the 36. From the pistol, a run with Montgomery. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now receiver coming around. He's got the pop pass. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the first down. And that might officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
2nd and 11.
180.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll